Well, I mean, that's why I just have to be careful, you know, and I've got to play my own mental machinations, you know, my own mental dance, and and remind myself consistently that, you know, winning this last leg is not the primary objective. The primary objective is to get safely to La Rochelle and to get the boat there in one piece so that I can take my points and turn them and convert them into an overall first place. I'm way too competitive just to lope it across, so, you know, I'd love to be in the game as well, and it would be nice to have a clean sweep. I mean, that would be a pretty big resume builder. Nobody's done that twice, and the last time I did this race in 2002, I did that in the Tommy program, so it would be pretty cool to have two of those and be sort of a club of one, you know.
Definitely I have to go alone, not with Derek really close, because when Derek stay with me, so this is not good for me, because Derek is much faster than me. So I have to lose the Derek, use it maybe the stealth mode for the reporting hours and for just 24 hours, but it's enough when I'm using in a good moment and with weather. So let's see.
He is very tough, and you know, he just keeps coming. He's like the Energizer Bunny, you know. And I think he's got I think his Achilles heel is possibly the boat, and the boat is an older design, and possibly, you know, it's now with him pushing it so hard, it's failing in places. So I think he has to be careful. We're all anxious now to get to France and get the race over with and get the over results, but it'll be fun. Right out of the blocks here at the starting line, I think it's going to be a good battle all the way across.
It is mathematically possible for me still to step up onto the podium for the overall race. You know, the first couple legs were difficult and we didn't get very many points. Now we're sort of in the middle of what's going on. So they are definitely going to be in my sights, but for it to really work for me, I need to get Brad between me and them, and that's the real challenge. So where Gutek and Derek are is all very interesting, but it's got to be Brad, because I need him between me and them.
The North Atlantic can be all as tricky as the Southern Ocean. I've done some crossings in the North Atlantic. When you do races from England to Rhode Island or Canada, your Great Circle takes you way up to 55 degrees, and you're into ice territory, and the Labrador Current, 3-degree water, and very, very nasty. Low pressure systems coming off of Canada with that jet stream can make it very cold and very treacherous.
It's gonna be definitely really fast, because it's gonna be quite windy, because we have to go on the 48 degrees on the north. So probably this is gonna be better for me than last one, because gonna be definitely the weather system looks like on the Seven Oceans. So gonna be everything with the downwind, reaching and jibing, something like that. So this is a good opportunity, making some good tactician for me.
I suspect we'll see sea states that are corresponding with typical low pressure areas. In other words, you know, we'll be dealing with, you know, anything from light air in the beginning and in between systems to, you know, up to 40, 50 knots in low pressure areas that are coming across, and the winds that are associated with that. That's pretty typical for this time of year.
The main thing with this sprint is that it's going to have a completely different characteristic in that it's a lot shorter. So any tactical moves you want to make are going to have to happen earlier, and then whatever you create out of that, you're going to have to hold until you get to the finish line. There's no opportunity to fall behind and then come back into the race later on, which is something I've done and have relied on. So it's going to need to be quick out the stocks and then get that position and hold it.